Over the last 5 years at WAO, our enrollment has increased approximately 4% per year since 2017. In total, 22% enrollment increase since that time.
When we, the board, received the results of the survey we sent out to the community gauging support for a possible referendum, the number of responses we received and the overwhelming support for all three options that we proposed gave us the confidence that moving forward with this referendum was the right thing to do, and right now was the time to do it.
As a graduate of this school, I've seen the changes. I've worked here for quite a few years now. School is very different for kids than it was 15 years ago, 20 years ago. There are a lot more needs where students need different spaces. Times are changing. Things need to change in our school as well. We've had some improvements in our elementary. Our high school definitely needs some updating. And I've heard people say, well, you know, we had a class of 60 and we were just fine. I always think to myself, well, you were fine, but I also think we know better, so we can do better.
I've heard people ask many times why we need more gym space. This gym in the plan is really focused on giving space to our elementary students during the day. Yes, basketball games are important. Yes, volleyball games are important, but we are really struggling to fit our physical education time into our schedule because we are at such a lack of space in our current facility. As many of you who have been through the building know, it is a very small gym. I'm only getting one class at a time in there and only one instructor at a time in there. With this new gym facility, we'd be better able to use our space more efficiently and effectively to educate our children in physical education classes.
Teaching has changed in the last 20-25 years. Simply, we need so much more space because of all the different programs and educational opportunities that we give kids, from special education to different sports and other extracurricular activities.
You go to any public place basically and there's air conditioning, so our schools deserve to have good air conditioning. Our kids would get a better education with air conditioning. Our heating system is out of date. It's not consistent through the whole building, and I think our kids would have a better learning environment with having both of those things updated.
So one area that we're very fortunate to have is the auditorium. We use it for so many various things, whether it's sporting events like basketball and volleyball, or it's performances like a homecoming coronation, prom, the musical, graduation. It's a great facility, but it's a spot that hasn't been touched as far as seats or certain areas are concerned. Currently with the seats, if one were to break, we move things around so that the seat is not in an important spot, because there aren't parts to replace and fix these areas.
With all the entries we currently have to both these schools, having one central, secure location to enter the schools is very important moving forward.
Agricultural land makes up about 75% of our market value tax base in our school district. Enacted in 2017 in Minnesota statute is something called the Ag to School Credit. This is a program that provides a reimbursement to schools in the form of a tax credit to our agricultural owners. And that reimbursement rate was at 40%. It is now up to 70%. What this means is approximately 53% of our project will be paid by the state. We encourage everyone to go out and vote. As a reminder, City of Warren residents will vote on November 8th at the City Hall from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Our residents in Oslo and Alvarado will be receiving a mail ballot, and they can mail that back in or bring that to their polling place, which is the Marshall County Courthouse.